Out taking a walk around. My wife's in front of me because she doesn't want to be in the video. Some of the outer bands of the hurricane starting to come through. The wind's starting to pick up here now. Overnight tonight through the early morning is when we're going to have like the heaviest stuff. For some reason our electricity flicked out a little bit, like just a second or two. I was watching a YouTube video on TV and the TV shut off and all our lights went out for just a fraction of a second and clicked back on. Mainly just wanted to come out here and walk around. But I had a couple of comments, like on this one video I did, where I had mentioned, you know, that my wife is going back over to the Philippines next month to see our house that we built. I was talking about some union contract stuff at the post office, you know, and this one guy was saying, he's like, you have 2 houses and here I am struggling just to get by, you know, some new guy, I guess, at the post office. And somebody commented, yeah, don't you think you should have told that guy that the average house price in the Philippines, you know, you can build one for like $50,000. But I told him that actually ours was more than that since we went a little crazy with stuff, you know. But, you know, I thought about doing one of those house budget videos, but honestly, to try and sit down and add up every single little thing would probably be kind of tough at this point. But I mean, our house was you know, like 9 by 10 meters, 2 floors with, like, you know, some half landing stairs going all the way up to the roof deck. There's a structure on the roof deck and a, you know, a bar area there that's covered. So, yeah, it's like 90 square feet. We were watching a video the other day. This guy had this little house they built, and it's maybe, I calculated his total price divided by the price per square meter, about 72 square meters. Nice little house. But my wife's like, that's like smaller than our first floor, right? And I was like, yeah. So, I mean, we probably, before we got started actually building the house, we put kind of like a retaining wall built up, you know, the area built up there a little bit to support the house that we were going to put in. And it's we probably, I would say, maybe between, so far, maybe between $120,000, $130,000. But we used like top quality, you know, strongest stuff you could use in everything. A lot of really thick rebar, 16. I think my wife said even some 20 millimeter rebar in there somewhere. But I know the one contractor told my wife and my wife's mom that it was like the only house he'd ever built where whatever they said they needed that they wanted to use, you know, we said, yeah, let's do it. Told them to go ahead and get it instead of trying to, you know, talk them down, argue about it, like, can't we use something cheaper that's not as strong or whatever, you know? So I don't know. I'm sure some people hearing that will say, well, gee, that was stupid. But we wanted something that was going to be, you know, just, it's built like a tank, you know, like a fort, which is what we were looking for, to make sure that it's going to be there for a long, long time with no issues. But the other thing I was wanting to talk about is, I don't know how many of you have seen a channel called Island Life. It's a guy who came from Russia, I guess. And I forget exactly where, but I think, you know, somewhere in Russia. And his Filipino wife, and I think they might have been in Davao for a while or something. They're in Mindanao somewhere, have this little house, and they bought another piece of property, have a little farm they're going to have there and build a house. But I think that's probably one of my favorite channels by anybody over in the Philippines right now. You know, they're just such cute, simple, innocent, happy couple, you know. And it's kind of fun to watch their stuff. They had one of their neighbors on helping them, showing them where to go find some cassava. You know, they were going to make some stuff. And so they had this girl that lives next door, one of their neighbors. I think her name was Angel. And yeah, my wife was saying, yeah, she's a pretty girl. And I said, yeah, if she was a next door neighbor to, like, you know, Old Dog New Tricks or something, they'd be trying to sell her on their channel, you know. It's kind of nice to just see some happy, innocent people enjoying their simple life in the Philippines. And they're just so cute, such a cute couple. I think that's probably one of my favorite channels by anybody over in the Philippines right now. They're just really nice, simple, honest people. I don't know, my wife, you know, knew about them before I did. I guess she had watched some of their stuff. Not sure how great this thing is focusing right now. It's hard for me to tell with these lenses on my glasses. But I guess he faced some criticism from some people, you know, going to the Philippines, and maybe some people thought he should have hung out at home. Maybe he was trying to get away from being cannon fodder for Putin's bullshit in Ukraine, you know, which I wouldn't have wanted to stick around for that either. Putin throwing tens of thousands of people into the grinder for his stupidity. It's amazing. Amazing he is somehow still alive, actually, for everything he puts those people through. But yeah, really nice channel. I like watching their stuff. But anyways, hopefully my wife gets over there. Hopefully get some more video of our house, kind of to show a little bit more what's, you know, the final outcome. Still need to do some stuff. My wife didn't want to have them get the paint and everything until she was there to really pick out the colors, instead of trying to, you know, talk to her mom about it online, you know, without being able to actually see it in person. And maybe some of the stuff with the shower enclosures and things, you know. So it'd be nice to check it out. Now we're coming up to our mail. Oh yeah, some nice lightning or something going on. The outer bands, you know, the rain is getting ready to hit here pretty soon. Guess we come up here, get our mail out of the box so the wind-driven rain doesn't get it all soaking wet. I looked on my USPS Informed Delivery. I think I've got some stuff from Blue Cross, Blue Shield or something in the mail. Might as well get it out of there. Speaking of mail delivery, man, I was lucky today. Went to work and had a little band of rain that went through, you know, around 11 to 12, that time period probably, maybe a tiny bit after that. But then it dried off and cleared up some, and we really didn't have any more rain at all. Wasn't a bad day to carry mail, actually. Got lucky. And really here, by the time I get back to work in the morning tomorrow, the rain is all really supposed to be gone from here. I kind of dodged a bullet. I mentioned before, my postmaster had talked to me about whether or not I wanted to go up to Tallahassee to do route counts this week. I don't imagine there's any route counts going on right now in Tallahassee. People trying to figure out how to not get blown away with the Cat 4 hurricane, you know. But yeah, the wind is picking up. It really feels awesome out here. I don't think we're gonna have much problems here around Orlando. Just some wind, some rain tonight. From what I saw on the satellite weather stuff a few minutes ago before we came outside, looks like those bands of rain are starting to get over to us and have some maybe 50, 60 mile an hour winds. It shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, I just thought, come out, walk around in the wind for a while, make a little video. But yeah, go check out Island Life. I think I'll put a link somewhere. What is it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But anyways, go back in the house, have a cup of coffee. I don't know if Thursday Night Football is worth watching with Dallas and the Giants on it or not, but just ride out our little bit of the storm. For all you people in the Panhandle, hope you're all okay.